Oh, you my sweethearts. All this on my woman book and street smart. Yo, more or less like we are waiting for them fellas to come join us. So if you don't know the drill is this is News Instanta Sports. Right now we're not airing live on a band radio scope, unfortunately, but we're here live on Facebook, YouTube, and of course on Twitter concurrently in case you want to see us. And so basically, what today is about is we're looking to invite fans of different clubs to come around to do a little bit of butter and a little bit of banter and see exactly what their thoughts are. I have amazing number of questions, if you ask me. Amazing number of questions for people to like ask that I'm going to be asking people what they feel about their club, where they think they will end the season, what do you think the highest goal scorer will be again this season. Most people will tell you. I wonder. Smash post something a couple of days ago, and they were like, the highest goal scorers in the Premier League. Sorry, highest goal scorers in the Premier League: Alan, Gabriel Jesus, Nunes Darwin, um, Mo Salah, and the rest of the crew, And I was looking for them to like, okay, let's see what will happen for the highest assist. And somehow, some way, Mo Salah, who happened to be the highest goal scorer last season, was missing from the list. I'm like, whoa, something ain't right. Something is fundamentally wrong. Olawale said United will finish sixth. I don't believe that. I don't believe that honestly. I strongly feel United might finish a little bit better, considering the fact that, and you know my thought on this. I've never felt United team is that bad. Honestly, I've never felt they're that bad. I think there's a little bit of ego problem, coaching problem, and the rest. So I don't think they're that bad. Yeah. So it looks like we have the first guests that's coming on. And this is Coach Babatope Folorunsho. Welcome, boss. How's it going?
Welcome. Thank you very much, Debo. I'm fine. How's everything?
Great. It's good to have you here and talk with you about your club. Basically, I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going anything outside your club. Anything outside your
Thank
club.
you.
Just so
Thank you.
people,
Thank you. I
just so
appreciate that.
people know, what club do you support?
I support Manchester United. What do you expect? The
Oh,
best club in
nice.
England.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow. Tell me something I don't know. And exactly how I did the best club in the whole of England. Anyways, let's start with that.
Well, we have the highest number of in the Premier League
Uh
trophy.
huh. Uh huh.
Yes. We have a very good, rich history.
Wow. Richer than Liverpool's.
Yes. I don't want to know how many number of Champions League trophy Liverpool have won, but we've gone through with all the stress and problems we've gone through.
Yeah.
We were once relegated.
Yeah.
We were once, yes, we were once relegated, but we came back strong. And during the process, our best coach ever, Sir Alex Ferguson, won us,
Mm.
I think, 13 EPLs,
30 DPL.
and
Okay. Yeah.
yes, and he was able to knock Liverpool off their perch.
Uh huh.
I love that. Yes.
But
So
for the past, how long have you guys gone without winning a single trophy now?
no, don't worry. No, it's a process. Liverpool went through the same process. Chelsea went through the same process, and I think yeah, Arsenal is still going through the same process, and they will still go through the same process.
Yeah.
They are not
Okay.
going to win anything. So
Mm.
I'm not saying that to spite you because I know you support Arsenal, but don't worry. Very soon we are going to recover from our issues. We are getting our house clean, letting them settle.
Clean up. Okay. All
Um,
right. Perfect.
yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Coach Bazoli. I'm going to be asking you questions concerning your club, as a matter of fact, and see
Okay.
um, what your expectations are for the club in the
Hmm.
course of the season.
Hmm.
The first question would be, what do you expect of United this season?
Oh, well, seriously, I just want us to at least let's maintain, let's try as much as possible like, to keep behind the big clubs because we can't call ourselves a very big club again.
Oh
So
wow,
top
that's
four,
that's
top
that's
four,
honest. That's very
serious
honest.
top four. Yes, top four for us this season is going to be an achievement.
Hmm.
I won't lie to you. Anything that comes up after that one, anything that comes that is better than that one is going to be a surprise to me because right now we heard today that Marshall is injured
Yeah. Yeah.
and our transfer has been shambles, has been rubbish because we did nothing. Our midfield is crap.
Are you?
We've been waiting we've been waiting for them to do Anki the job for 3 good months and up to now we still don't have him. And I don't know why we are not even moving to another thing entirely. So making top four is just a blessing for us.
It's going to be a blessing. Okay. That makes sense. So do you see yourself? Do you
Yeah.
actually see yourself making the top four? Olale said I should not drag you. I'm not dragging you. I'm being honest here, right? I'm
No,
not
no, no,
dragging you.
no, no. No, you're not. I know you're not dragging me. You are being honest, but what? It's. Do you know what? It's possible because me like if we can really if they can really support if the players can really support the coach we have because I have faith. I won't like to have faith in our coach.
Hmm.
I have faith in what he can do. But if the players can listen to him, if the players can actually listen to him, I think top four is possible for us. I seriously think top four is possible for us.
That's nice. So if you think top four is possible and achievable, what club do you think is going to be knocked off the top four? Because right now, as of last season, we had Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, and Spurs.
Chelsea is actually just remove Man City and Liverpool for now.
Okay,
I think the people we need to drag away is going to be Chelsea
yeah,
because they are going through a transition. So
yeah,
I think we have an opportunity. Tottenham, I am a little bit scared about them because their coach Conte
yeah,
is a winner. He wants
yeah,
to win. So
yeah.
it's going to be a serious drag. Then Arsenal, I'm also scared. Funny enough, I'm scared of Tottenham and Arsenal more than Chelsea. Arsenal because
Oh wow.
I think they've gotten their house together in a way. They have
Mhm.
Gabriel Jesus, which I know, I'm so sure he's going to score plenty goals.
Yeah,
I
one
know
hundred
that one.
percent, 100%.
Yes, I'm so sure. Don't worry. So I think it's going to be the fight is going to be between Man U, Chelsea, Tottenham, and Arsenal. Don't worry about them West Ham, all those ones. Those ones are just number. They had the numbers. They
Hmm.
had the
Okay,
numbers.
so so if I'm to ask you a simple question, who do you think is a key player for United this season? Going into the season, who will be the key player for United?
Ronaldo, if we keep him,
So Ronaldo is still
because
going to
if
be Ronaldo is still going to be
yeah,
wow.
he's going to be the one that will be scoring the goals for us. That one I know. Ronaldo will be the one scoring the goals for us. If we can get some other people, I believe if we can get a good midfielder. That if eventually we get Frankie De Jong, I still believe we need a defensive midfielder to support Frankie De Jong. But from what I've read and I've seen, they said Ten Hag does not use defensive midfielder. Okay,
Mm,
so we still need a good midfielder. We need a right wing,
yeah,
defensive right wing, and I
yeah.
still believe we need a good striker and a left winger like Anthony that can work well.
Oh
If we
wow.
get those people,
Yeah.
I believe we will top four is sure for us.
Oh okay. So as of yesterday, there was a report flying around that United is really interested in Akanziyek coming from
Yes.
Chelsea. Do you think it's going to make a difference for for Manchester United?
Yeah, me actually, yeah, I believe so because he has worked with Tenak before,
Yeah.
so I believe he can do it. So I believe he can do it very well. I so much
Okay.
believe he can do it very well.
All right. Perfect. And just before I let you go, boss, I will be asking you three questions. Three questions.
Okay,
I'm hoping you give me. I'm going to write down your answers anyways, because you
okay,
have our first the first person. All right, so
okay.
I'm gonna write them down. So
Being the
I'll know
first,
what
being the first, you search for something. Being the first, you search for something.
exactly 100%. 100%. So who do you think will be the highest goal scorer in the Premier League this season?
Salah.
Again? Wow.
Yes.
And
Oh,
who do you think is gonna be the who's the highest assist?
highest assist. Hmm. I will go with De Bruyne. Kevin De
Wow.
Bruyne.
Okay. KDB, okay.
Mhm.
Mm. And who would score more goals? Nunes or or
Between who?
between Nunes and Haaland?
Okay. Between you are not even putting Jesus there.
No. Jesus is not world class. Jesus is not world class yet, and he was not born for that kind of money as well. So
Okay. Between Nunes and Alan, I will pick.
knock
Should
off
I pick?
Jubril.
Let me pick. Let me pick. Let me pick. I'll pick. I'll pick Alan.
Alan, okay. All right, perfect. Thank you very much, Bazoli, for coming up on the show. It's really interesting
Yes.
talking to you. And please don't
Thank you
stop
for
listening.
coming.
We are still on Facebook and YouTube. I believe the link to stream live is just down below, so you can still watch us
Okay.
while we start the show.
All right.
Thank you
No
very much.
problem. Let me go back. I'm going back to work. I'm going back to work. I'll join you later.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Um, Jubril, it's nice to see your face after a very long time. And I don't know, it seems like we only have United fans across the globe. Even Shola that is waiting right now is a United fan as well. But it's lovely to have you here. And so tell me, why should we support United this season? Or what do you think? What are your expectations for United this season? Honestly.
So glad to be here. It's nice to be on this platform on this show. We don't really have much to expect from Man United this season actually, as a Man United fan. But being a genuine fan, I will still expect more. So, but actually, let's just see how it goes. Because
Wow.
it's the start of a new season, so you shouldn't expect much from me
So we
actually.
shouldn't expect much. Okay, so when you say we shouldn't expect much, what exactly are you talking about? Are you saying maybe a top six is enough, a top four is enough? They are not going to be in Europe at all. What does that mean? The expectations. What does that mean? We shouldn't expect so much.
One thing is that with the with everything going on in Manchester United presently, so
Yeah.
that I wouldn't say we shouldn't expect much. But to me, I
Uh
still
huh.
see the team still being in a shade a little bit off shape, presently. But as time goes on, but for me, being a Manchester United fan, a typical Manchester United fan in
Yeah.
my DNA, I would want at least probably a top four maybe. But that is if it happens. But let's just see how it goes.
That's if you. Oh, okay. All right. That makes sense. So concerning your transfers in and out, we've had Malasia, what's his name, the left back that you guys got from Holland. You've got in everything as well. But for your transfers, and Lisandro Martinez as well. But for your transfers, how happy are you with the transfers as a United fan?
Mm, the transfers are not bad. The transfers are okay.
Wow.
Transfers are okay. The likes of Lisandro Martinez and Tyrone Malacia and the free transfer of
Ericsson.
Ericsson. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ericsson. At least the transfer are okay. Just one thing about this is just that the transfer should have an impact
Welcome, Solis.
in the team.
Yeah, it's good to be here. It's
Just
good
to
to
have
be
an
here.
impact in the team. That's just the main issue. Cause because we can't just sign players like that and there won't be much impact in the team. So, but we are still looking up to the coach tactics anyways to fit in all those transfers. Because to me, we still need maybe like a striker just to balance it up to make the transfers
Okay.
more reasonable.
Oh,
We still
okay.
need like a striker.
You need a
And I
striker.
can
So
I can
if you get a
see
striker,
there's
what
a
happens to
speculation going
Ronaldo?
on about this guy from this is German. To
But
me,
what happens to
Ronaldo's
Ronaldo
I can't
if you get a striker?
I don't see Ronaldo. I don't see Ronaldo playing in this Man United team this season, this coming season. Because to me,
Oh,
his mind is already out. So one
hmm.
thing is that we ought to, hey, one thing is that we ought to just let it be without Ronaldo. Because I can see a lot of speculations about surrounding him being
Yeah.
going or everything like that.
Hmm. All right. Just a quick question before I let you go, Jubril. Who do you think will be the highest goal scorer for this season
Manchester United or in the Premier League.
in the Premier League?
In the Premier,
Shola is there.
Good
mm,
day. Good day.
to me, I will pick Alan over Nunes.
Alan over. Okay, so Alan will be the highest goal scorer this season.
Hopefully. But to me,
Okay.
the top three is between Haaland, Gabriel Jesus, and Rabi Nunes. Because one thing is that Nunes won't get much playing time to me than others between Alan
Oh
and
yeah.
Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah,
That's just
that's
one thing.
true.
You know, so
Okay.
that's just one thing. Well, I tip Eden Haaland for the top scorer
Okay,
this
and
season.
who will be the highest assist provider in the league for the season?
Ah, to me, as it has always been, it's probably I'll go with either maybe Kevin De Bruyne as usual.
Okay, Kevin De Bruyne. Okay, all right, perfect. And for you, Alan over Zeus. Sorry, Alan over Nunes. Already, you already made
Yes.
that known. All right,
Yeah.
perfect. Thank you very much, Jubril, for coming on the show. We really appreciate your time. We know your time is very valuable, so we are really appreciative of you coming on the show. Thanks. Have a wonderful day, guys. All right, perfect. So next is going to be Solis. He has been angry, basically angry, and he's an angry man. Solis is an angry man. He's very mad at Chelsea and their transfer window so far. So tell me, Solis, tell me how you feel about it
So
overall
far, so good.
about your transfer fees.
It has been very disappointing for a club
For,
of
for,
for a big club like Chelsea. I don't. I expected more. I expected the signing to come in easily. Being that we are also in Champions League, I don't understand why we have people weighing options that are not supposed to be weighed. But all the same, we are here already. The few transfer we have done has been good, basically. I
okay,
think Koulibaly is going to add more to the defense. And
yeah,
the arrival of Ryan Sterling will actually help with the wings and everything. But at the long run, I still expect Chelsea to bring in a striker. I
yeah.
still expect a midfielder because to me, people will probably kill me for this. I believe we should start working on the next generation after Kante and Giorgio. That's the truth. And
Hmm.
I think this season
Yeah,
is the best time for
100%.
them to start having. So when I heard Chelsea is bidding for the young, I was a bit impressed because Kante. I watched the whole of last season again, and I'm like, this is not the Kante we used to know. But anyway, I believe players do have their sleeps sometimes. But I've not been happy with Chelsea transfer window. Seriously.
Oh, so even with Sterling coming in, like Sterling is going to give you a number of goals. That's for sure.
We
and
have
of
players that
course,
are going out.
they are,
We have a lot of players that are going out. We
we only
have
have
speculations that Timo Werner is going out. We have
yeah,
speculation that who else? We have lost to Lukaku already, basically.
yeah, yeah,
So our more or less our main strikers are out already. So who do we have? We have first nine in Havertz, which I believe he can do the job. But you know the way EPL is, the EPL is very competitive. You have a very long game. So if one
yeah.
player
True that.
is going to be a striker all through the whole season, you know we have problem. I
Yeah,
believe
that's true.
if they can give Bojan chance, I think he can do well. But you know, it's a big club, and you can't
Yeah,
have a small striker in a big club. That's the truth.
that's true. That's true. So overall, you are going to be rating Chelsea transfer activities over 10, maybe like 5 or 4.
On the scale of what 1 to 5,
1 to 10.
1 to 10.
Yeah,
The transfer window is not over. We still have, I think, 28 days or 29 days.
yeah,
I still believe that Chelsea will still bring in 3 players minimum.
minimum. But for
Min-
now, as it stands today, do you think how would you rate your transfer activities over 10?
I would give it a 6
A
because I
6?
believe that yes, I'll give you a 6
Oh
because
wow.
they're higher powers. Basically, if a player does not want your team, there's nothing you can do. Chelsea have been
Yeah,
bidding basically
yeah.
on every available players in the market.
Like Rafinha, nobody wants to come to Chelsea. Is it
Everybody
like
does not want to. I don't understand. I don't understand what the problem is with Chelsea. That everybody, even though you are guaranteed that you are going to play, if Rafinha was in Chelsea, is going to play. You will bench people like Z.
Chelsea is the club identifying the talents for other people. You know how they do in Nigerian markets, where there's always somebody who doesn't own a store, but is the one that goes to bring the customer from outside. Chelsea, Chelsea is right now the club that is going to bring the customer for the likes
But
of Barcelona.
we are turning things around now. Basically, I think we are having which we are trying to hijack so many potentials now. Cucurella,
Cucurella, for instance? Yeah, that's
Young.
good.
I
But
thought
that's
that was a
that's
good deal. I
that's
thought that was
that's
a
a
good.
good one.
I thought that
As
was.
a
I
matter
thought that
as a
was a
matter
good
of
deal.
fact,
Yeah, yeah.
getting Cucurella over the line is a good one for you guys. Anyways, so who do you think will be the key player for Chelsea this season?
Who do I think will be the what?
The key player, the go-to guy,
It's definitely going to be Mount now.
Mason Mount.
Mason Mount will always be the key player in Chelsea.
Oh wow, wow,
He has been proving himself and he's still hungry for more.
that's
I
big.
believe by next season we want to transfer out of Chelsea if he does well this season. I know that.
Oh wow, nice,
Yeah.
nice that we have another Chelsea fan online. Maybe we'll be able to support you. So Adeyemi, welcome to the show. Solis was just telling me now that the go-to guy or the key player for you guys in the course of this season will still be Mason Mount. And I'm wondering, with the lack of creativity that we've seen in Mason Mount across the years, and we know he's industrious, he's a good player, no doubt about it. But if he's going to be the creative player for you guys again this season, do you see that as a problem going forward in the course of the season?
It's actually a problem, I tell you. But my own focus, more this season, it should be Jorginho, Kante, Kovacic. I need those guys 100% throughout the season.
But
I
you know
don't
that's
want
not possible.
Kante is the engine room of the team, and Kovacic and Jorginho. I don't want any of them going 3 weeks, 6 months this time around. I want them to be around all through the season, inclusive of Chilwell and James. I think
Yes.
for the centre back positions, Chelsea have them covered. If they sign for Fana, I think they have them covered. For the striking position, I know we don't normally score goals from time. Chelsea,
Yes.
except during the 2009-2010 season, Ancelotti, I think that was when
Penalty,
Chelsea
yes. We
scored
have
a
a
lot
lot
of
of goals.
goals.
Yeah, well,
We don't normally score goals.
I'm a bit curious, some of
Always in the defense. Even when we won the Champions League, it was more the defense than the attack.
yeah,
1-0,
but
2-1. That is how it has always been. So what I want is the midfield to be banging and then the defense to be okay. You see the attackers, they can decide to score 1 or 2 goals. Once we don't concede, we win the games. That is
okay.
what I want. As for
Question for
Messi,
you. It's a very good.
I think Kachi Kachi, I have a
I
question
have a
for you.
question for you, Amoba. You know,
Okay.
having the likes of Kovacic, Kante, and Jorginho, I is it goes back to the same question Debo was asking. It's bereft of creativity.
Yes.
That midfield triumvirate is bereft of creativity. So how? So are you saying you want just to win beyond playing not necessarily eye catching, but decent football style? Right now, your focus is Chelsea. Go back to winning ways. I don't care how the football is. But or you want a Chelsea team that, with a new owner, you want to play this brand of football that can attract other people. What do you want this season?
I
Because with
actually,
with with Kovacic, Kante,
I actually,
Jorginho,
I
I don't
actually,
know what's going to happen.
Kachi, I actually think since Tuchel took over, even before Tuchel took over, since Conte, Chelsea has been
Mhm.
playing the pass football. It has not been the launch football. We have been playing at least to a level of consistency of passing the ball. And under Tuchel, I think previous is 2 seasons when Tuchel took over throughout that 6 months, I think Chelsea played the best possession football they've had in like 4 or 5 years because I could remember all through the times we played Man City when we trashed them thrice. We were the ones that had all the possessions. We were the ones that had all the possessions. So,
Okay.
and even now, when Chelsea play teams, even when we play Liverpool, Liverpool hold the possession, they will hold the possession. It's not like it is 70-30 like in previous years. It's always like 52-48,
Yeah.
51-49.
So
Even
that lends credence to my point that for Chelsea
so, when
to
so
play that kind of football, you can't play those three guys.
we see obviously when we play the likes of Crystal Palace, Arsenal, whoever it is, Chelsea is going to have
Mhm.
like 60-70% of the ball.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow.
Chelsea's creativity now does not come from the midfield. We play
Exactly.
from the
Okay.
side, the wing
Okay.
backs, Reece
Okay.
James, Chilwell. Then
Yeah.
the white players. The problem Chelsea has been having is that ZH, Pulisic, Werner, and all those guys that have been at the sides, they
Kai
have not.
Havertz.
Yes, but they've not played up to par. That is the problem
Okay.
Chelsea has. They've not played up to par. But that's why I have keep craving for sign me a crazy winger. I am absolutely in love with Raheem Sterling. Apart from the fact that he dives, I think you should take that out of his game. And also, me, I don't pamper players because they play for my club. I know Sterling dives a lot. Minus that, he gets into positions, pocket holes that are very, very dangerous. I watched his game against Udinese, against Udinese, and I was like, okay, I can see people putting in passes in between players because they know players are there to receive it. Players that can go past players, actually. ZS does not look to me like a player that can dribble one or two players. Pulisic, before
Okay.
he dribbles one, is on the floor. Making Mount
Okay.
is efficient, but he is not a dribbler.
Hmm.
So I think Chelsea needs a Hazard type of player, a Zola type of player,
Mhm.
somebody that when
Okay.
he holds onto the ball, I would actually love for Chelsea to sign Saint Maximin. I would
Mm.
love for Chelsea to sign. That boy is crazy. Once you
Debo,
show the person
Debo, but
to do,
I have a question for you, and the same go for Solis as well. Um, I know people have clamored in the past and talk about Chelsea and talk about the players. Because you come now, you've berated or derided players like Akanziech, Monsieur Doe, Kayavas, and the rest. And Timo Werner, we know that he loses clear cut chances a lot. But what I've seen over the past maybe 2 years, correct me if I'm wrong, I've seen more of a coaching problem than a player problem. And it's you laid a little bit of gave it a little bit of credence when you said you guys like to play from the wing, right? And if you are playing five guys technically at the back, the front guys will always be bereaved of chances to express themselves. When your focus the focus of your attack is from the wing backs, Chilwell and Rhys James, which so happened that last season when you could have challenged for the league, those guys had injury. I think I start to be correct, but I think that's the only reason why Chelsea did not challenge for the league last season, right? So you don't see a coaching. So I'm asking you directly now, you and Solis, don't you guys see a coaching problem, a tactical problem, as against just a player problem?
No, Debo, me personally, I don't see a coaching problem. This is the reason why I don't see a coaching problem. First and foremost, Chelsea's formation is not 5 at the back; it is 3 at the back.
Okay.
It allows Rhys James and Chilwell to go forward.
Yeah.
Now, those two are supposed to join the 3 in attack, make it 5. While Jorginho and Kante are supposed to sit once we lose the ball, press and retrieve, and then go back and keep balling again. But the problem with you saying is a tactical problem is where I have a problem with a coach was like when I had a problem with Lampard was that Chelsea were playing and
I'm
we were
not
not
talking
playing.
about Lampard. I'm not talking about Lampard. I'm talking about City.
When I start to have problem with coaches is when your team is playing and they are not creating chances. Okay, if your team is playing and they are not creating chances, then that means there's a problem. But when your team creates 20 chances a game, there is no reason why you should not win every game.
From the wing backs. So that means when your wing backs are stifled, you are more or less stifled. There are no options. There are no other options, viable options for you. And you think going to a season of 38 games, including the Champions League and whatever competition that you can play, you think that will suffice? Going into a league with maybe I should expatiate a little bit.
I know where Depo is coming from. Depo, what you are trying to say is we are so used to getting our creativity. We are so used to getting our.
Yeah.
What you are saying is we are so used to getting our creativity from the wings. As against playing from the midfield. We are trying to get our midfield but not being creative. In case our wingers fail, our so-called wingers. You understand? What's supposed to be the great? That's what you are trying to explain, right?
Exactly. And when that option is stifled out,
that's what
not have an idea.
Does it affect the team as a whole?
It does.
No, it wasn't necessary. We have creative player. We have Kovacic that can also create We have different styles. Either we use from the wing or we use from the midfield too. Do you understand? But mostly we get it from our creativity comes basically from our wings.
Yeah.
Do you get? As against our midfield, which is what you are saying that okay, what if Chilwell has injury? What if what's his name? Reese has injury. What happens to Chelsea team? But still,
you saw what happened to you guys last season. You saw what
Omar is telling you right now that Omoda is telling you that right now that we are still creating chances. Do you understand? We still create a lot of chances, either from the wing or from the midfield play.
Okay, so as Chelsea fans, I can take the word of both of you and of the fact that you guys are comfortable with the way you play, creating chances from the flanks, for your wing backs. You guys are comfortable with it. So I should not cry more than you believe. Is that what you're saying?
We are fine from where we are creating our play. But me, I will actually
prefer. You are happy with the way you play as well.
I am telling you.
And at the fact that hold on, Debo. And at the fact that last season when Chilwell had an injury and Rhys James had issues with injury, your coach does not have an idea of how else to play.
Debo, it is significant with every team. There's always there are people that are the engine room that allow you play the pattern you play. Look at Liverpool when they lost Virgil van Dijk, they couldn't play the pressing they were playing because what Van Dijk was giving them was that if we lose the ball, there are people that are very good at organizing defense and getting the ball back. Once they lost Van Dijk 2 seasons ago, they absolutely it is always like that. You have two players in your team. That is why I was saying I need these players available throughout the season.
Okay. So
nobody going for any major injury. And if you could see, that is why Tuchel is trying. He wants to bring in he wants to bring in Dumfries. He's trying to see that even if this comes up during this season, I have cover that will do the job. That is why you would see that he has focused more on the defense rather than the attack because he knows that he will create chances. But it's taking the chances that is the problem. Taking the
Uh,
chances is the problem.
okay, so basically, Kachi, I just want you to note this. Kachi, I want you to note it and note it down. The two Chelsea fans that we have live on the show today, they are comfortable with the I don't want to use abusive word, but the kind of useless football that their coach parade. And let it be known today that Solis and Adeyemi Adebowale are comfortable with the five at the back that their coach plays as well.
No. That is
He
not
technically
five at the
plays
back.
three
It's
at the back,
three
yeah.
at the back.
3-5-2.
If you listen,
3-5-2.
Adejare, if you listen to Kolibali's interview yesterday, he said I have to adapt to the 3-5-2 formation. He didn't
Okay.
say I have to adapt to the
I
4-3-3 formation. Therefore, set that straight. It is three at the back, five
I beg
midfield.
you. For
I don't
me,
understand that it is
for you it's 3-5-2. For me it's five at the back, and I will start on it. That's the
that
reason.
is for you. It's not for the
That's
team. It's for you. You
that's
have a right to your opinion.
that's the reason why your attacking players are stifled of are relieved of offensive players. Anyways, that is noted. So, Demo, going forward, do you agree with stories that Messi Mouse will be your key player, or is it Kante or Kovacic or more than one player will be the key player that saves your team?
I can't hear you clearly. Jare, I can't hear you clearly.
Yeah, we have one of our contributors is going through life the way the best way you go through life on the streets of Lagos.
Okay,
So I
okay,
guess I would just recommend that if you are not speaking, you put your mic on mute and then allow others to speak.
okay, great. So, Debo, can you hear me
Yes,
now? Yeah.
yes, I
So,
can.
who will be the key player for you guys this season? The first name on the sheet for the entire of the
The
season.
N'Golo Kante.
N'Golo Kante will be the first player on the sheet for you guys.
Okay.
All right,
I'm telling you.
perfect. And
Okay.
who will be like the team that will be the boogie team for Chelsea this season? Like you don't
Key
want to
player
play.
for Chelsea.
No, the
No.
boogie team, the team that you would want to play this season if you have the
Me,
chance.
boy, that now. Let me go.
Out
Who
of
is
all
going
the
to who is
teams,
going to be who is going to be your biggest challenge? Which team will be your biggest challenge
biggest
in the
challenge
Premier
this
League
season,
this season? Yeah.
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Okay.
Okay,
I
and
have a question for you. Who is going to be your most improved Chelsea player this year?
Let me hear now. Who is going to be my
Your most improved player.
most
Improved.
improved.
most improved player? Ah, I actually think Havertz is going to come through this season
Okay.
Hmm.
That's
I
a
have
good
that.
because I think as of right now he
Yeah,
has no
competition.
challenge. He is the only one, and the responsibility solely lies on him presently. Except maybe Chelsea brings in another signing, maybe an Aubameyang or something. But for now, he is the only one, and I think he needs somebody to light up fire in his house because when he wasn't playing well last season, when they brought in Lukaku was also playing. So it looked like he was not under enough pressure. But immediately they get a player that once he knows that if he's not on form, there's a player to come in and score goals, and the player actually starts scoring goals, he's going to step up his game, which is what I actually want. I actually think Havertz is better than he is displaying. He's actually far better than he is displaying, and he needs to improve how he takes his chances.
Okay,
He
all
cannot
right.
he cannot continue to live on that Champions League final goal. He cannot continue. And he lived on it last season. This season he has to come up with goals, or he goes like when he's going. No
Okay.
time for
So if I'm to ask you the top 6 teams in the Premier League come May next year,
the top 3,
top 6.
top 6. Hey. You see, I actually feel if Chelsea is going to be second this season,
Yeah.
second or first. I don't know who is going to be on top of Chelsea. It's either Chelsea is second or they win the league. I
Oh wow.
actually think
Are you
one
saying
of City.
it that drunk or I or yeah,
No,
you're
I
not
actually
joking.
think
You're
Debo.
joking
Debo. I actually think one of City and Liverpool. We have a little bit
of
of
first.
bad
Like
form
bad,
during the
yeah.
season. I actually think one of those two teams will actually drop a little this season. I don't know whether it's going to be Liverpool or it's going to be Man City, but
Okay.
I actually feel like one of them too. So for my top six, I would actually say Liverpool,
Uh-huh.
Chelsea,
Uh-huh.
City,
Uh-huh.
Tottenham,
Uh-huh.
Arsenal, United.
Oh, nice. Nice. That's good. So basically, so let me repeat it again. Liverpool, Chelsea, City, Spurs, Arsenal, United.
Yes,
That's not bad. He ended kind of that way last season as well. Was just the way he ended is just the difference. So
that is
it
why
makes it makes it makes total sense.
I actually think Conte is onto something. I actually think Arteta, that fourth and fifth position, fourth
Yeah.
and fifth position could either be Arteta or Conte. But I'm thinking Liverpool, Chelsea, City. Then for the fourth and fifth, it might be Arsenal, Tottenham, Arsenal. I don't know
You're not
which,
so
but
sure
I'm
about that.
sure Man U will be sixth. Guaranteed. Their house is
Okay.
no, the house is not in order.
For
The
City.
house is not in order.
For City, right?
When Chelsea played preseason against Arsenal and the first three games they played and Arsenal walloped Chelsea 4-0,
Yeah.
everybody was ranting. I actually was not ranting
Hmm.
because I actually was not ranting. I was not scared. I said Aspilicueta didn't play this game. Koulibaly didn't start this game. Kante is back in London. He's not playing.
Sorry, which Koulibaly? Which Koulibaly
I
are you saying?
When Chelsea plays against Udinese and they don't play well, then we will have a problem. But when I watched Chelsea
Hmm.
against Udinese and I saw the team they rolled out and I saw the way they played, and that was without Chilwell and Pulisic and one or two players, I was like, it's not as bad as it looks. That is
Hmm.
why I'm especially praying for N'Golo Kante to be fit all through the season. Especially praying.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that. And Nunes or Alan? Nunes or Alan? Who do you think would
Haaland any day, anytime.
Alan every why is everybody choosing
Anytime.
Alan? Is it because you
Haaland.
Eh?
don't like Liverpool or because you just feel but because
No, no,
you've
no, no,
watched
no, no.
Alan for so long that you forgot about the existence of this guy and what he did to Liverpool last season?
Nunes, don't get me wrong. Nunes is a good player. I'm not doubting Nunes.
Yeah.
But what I think is that Haaland is a good finisher. And if you play for Man City will always create chances. Forget they didn't create a lot of chances against Liverpool. When City is going to play against Norwich or against a Sunderland or against a Crystal Palace, they will create 10, 15, 20, 30 chances. And that boy, Alan, he sure knows the back
Put
of the net. Forget it. No
put
matter what you
put
tell me.
score goals. All right, thank you
No
very
matter
much, Oboba. And your highest goal scorer for the league, potentially.
That one is hard though. Raheem Sterling.
Highest goal scorer.
Raheem
What?
Sterling.
I want whatever it is that you're smoking, I want to smoke it too.
Please, I don't smoke, but send some to me. I need
Whatever you're
some.
smoking, I want some of it.
I
Whatever
need
you're
some.
smoking,
Raheem
I want some
Sterling.
of it.
You just analyzed that Chelsea would live and die without creating the craziest chances. How will Ryan Sterling get 26 goals this
To be the
season?
highest goal scorer.
He doesn't have to get 26 goals. I'm not saying
He
So
he's
can't
going
even
to
get
get
20.
26 goals. He said he is going to be
He
the
can't even get
highest goal
20.
scorer. Debo.
In the Premier League, not for
no,
Chelsea.
not for your team,
Not for
in
Chelsea.
the league.
Oh, in the
He
Premier
can't get
League.
20.
In the Premier League. Oh, you did not get the
It,
question. Oh, okay.
it is the usual suspect. It is Mo Salah. Because I'm actually thinking Liverpool will win the league. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking Mo Salah.
God forbid.
Okay.
God
I'm
forbid.
thinking Mo Salah.
Some United
God
fans are
forbid.
very happy.
It's actually between Mo Salah and Erling Haaland. It's actually
Okay.
between those two, and I'm tipping Mo Salah because Salah will play penalties. Haaland will not play penalties.
Yeah. Oh, true that. True that.
Salah will play penalties. Haaland will not play penalties.
All
So
right.
I'm leaning towards Mo Salah.
Okay. And who should we expect? The new kid on the block, probably that will surprise many that we're not looking at right now. We're not thinking about him. Who do you think will surprise us?
Well,
Who do you think will surprise us? What player do you think will surprise us? The surprise package.
I'm thinking Newcastle.
Newcastle. And what player will be that? Like, what player do you think will surprise us for this season?
Kyrian
Is it going to
Trippier.
be Fabio
Trippier.
Vieira? Is it going to be
What is this name of this guy they bought? That's this midfielder they bought last season.
Ooh.
Who?
Bruno Guimaraes.
Bruno Guimaraes. I'm
Right.
actually picking Newcastle to be the surprise team of this season, just for one reason. They signed with sense. They didn't say, "Oh, we now have money," and they just enter the market and start buying everybody that is available. So I actually think they are trying to build on what they did last season, which was fairly okay, considering they were 19th and they ended up around 11th or 10th. So I'm actually thinking this season, with preseason and being settled, they have Wilson back.
Yeah.
They have Wilson back as well. If he can stay off the injury list, I'm actually tipping Newcastle to be in the top 10.
All right. Perfect. Thank you very much, Adeyemi Adebowale, for your time. It's always wonderful to have you here, even though we can't get a hold of you every time. But
my pleasure, Kashi. Kashi, is it all my predictions that you are drinking water to?
Solis, I have a question for you, Solis. Anyways, who do you think will be the highest goal scorer for Chelsea in the course of this season?
This season is between either Alan or Mo Salah.
No.
No,
For Chelsea.
for Chelsea.
For Chelsea, highest goal scorer.
Right, Sterling.
That will be Havertz.
Havertz, right?
Yeah, this season, Havertz.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Solis and Adebowale Adeyemi. Teslim Okola, I'm going to come to you now. I'm going to be asking you a couple of questions. I'm tired of United fans, but what can I do?
Yeah,
you guys seem to hold the hurts. United fans everywhere I go to. I can't even get a hold of one Arsenal fan. Just one. None. But it's just
No,
United.
I mean, Arsenal fans they are claiming to be Man City fans now. So anybody that comes on the show and says it's a City fan, just ask the person Arsenal question. They are definitely Arsenal fans.
Actually, you can take the lead on this one. Ask Teslim questions for this one.
Okay, so Teslim, good to have you on the show. How would you rate? How would you rate your transfer performance if you want to give it a rating from A to A being the highest, like we do in Nigerian grading, and F being the worst? How would you rate United's transfer market?
Okay, that's a tough one because can you hear me?
We're loud and clear. We can hear you.
So that's a tough one, and I will have to be realistic. I'll give us a C. I'll give United a C.
A C.
They can definitely do better. They are expected to still do better, but given the situation of things, the way everything is being run, the being out of the Champions League and the legs, and the choice of players of the coach, choice of players, so it's making it a bit difficult than the regular. And there's a little bit of sense now in the transfer market, like there's a little bit of wisdom. They're not just buying because they have the money. They're not just buying because they want to buy. They're not just buying because they can't. So they're trying to buy who they need to buy and trying to back the coach as much as he wants to be back. So yes, I'll give them a C.
A C.
All right.
Okay.
That's good. That's not bad.
I would say not bad. I especially when you consider how tumultuous the whole event, everything surrounding United is now. I mean, Sky Sports recently released a snippet of an interview they had with Eric Ten Hag, and it's going to be the base of my next question for you. Right now, it does not look like everybody is at 100% in United. The coach coming out to say their biggest goal scorer from last season needs right now to work on his fitness, not even on tactics, on the fact that, oh, I have great plans for Cristiano Ronaldo. The issue is he needs to be fit. And then I watched their game, the last game he played, their last friendly. It looked like Ronaldo himself is bereft of confidence. He kept passing the ball back. I don't think Ronaldo did or took any take on one-on-one, trying to dribble past people. Maybe it's Father Time catching up with him. Now, my issue or my question to you is, who should lead the line for United if Ronaldo is currently butting heads with Eric Ten Hag? Who should be United's talisman? Should it be Martial? I mean, he had a great preseason, but I don't know. What do you think?
Okay. There's nobody that can lead the line. Being speaking truthfully, nobody can. Even when Martial had a great season, the host can bear me witness to this. I never still rated Martial. Even after the first goal, the second goal, the third goal, I kept saying he's trash. He kept losing too many chances, wasting balls. He's terrible with his back against the goal. He has to face you for him to be able to even try something. So we don't have. Which is why I've not really seen much of the Sesko guy, which is why I'm really hoping the hype around the Sesko guy can.
Teslim.
Okay. I can.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, like I said, nobody. Rashford is unreliable. He does not make the right decisions at the right time. Martial is. I can't even begin to say it's not just it. It's not it. Ever since he scored the first goal against Liverpool, that he did what he did with Kettle, he has been. He has not been it for me. So who can lead the line? We need a striker. That is just so. We don't have reliable players up front. So far, so good. The midfield has been upgraded to a large extent. The defense can do better because of the coaching tactics and instructions. But the front line, the attack, there's no harmony to start with. There's no harmony. Everybody's looking for personal glory, and they are not good enough. Ronaldo is our last. I understand the whole issues around Ronaldo, given the fact of his age, and the one thing we United fans even need to even understand again is Ronaldo of 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago is not the Ronaldo of today.
I agree.
You said something about him taking on players one-on-one. I don't see this. Speaking truthfully, I don't need Ronaldo to do that. The tapping matches that he is known for is what I want. Just tap it in. Get the ball into the box. Do the finishing. I don't need Ronaldo because he has to stay fit. Right now, Martial is injured and all of a sudden the whole squad gets lose defeated. Like just one player gone and everybody lose defeated. Ronaldo is 38 years old. He cannot play 50 plus games consecutively week in, week out. Given the fact that we're even going to Europa, we're going to be playing more games. So we need an attacker. Greenwood has gone to do what he wants to do. Guys, we have issues around. I don't want to speak about that one. I really don't want to speak about that one. But we cannot, even with his attitude during this transfer window, during this break, I kept telling people, like, number one thing is Ronaldo is a professional and he's a disciplinarian to a large extent. He's 30 years old. You have to cut the guy some break. I don't believe he had family issues. I believe he just needed to rest, work on his fitness. So he might be physically fit, but not match fit, which is what I think Fernand is speaking towards. He might be physically fit, but not match fit. His reflex to situations might be the issue. His response to certain passes and taking the right decisions might be what Fernand is speaking to. But one thing is sure, Ronaldo will always be Ronaldo. You can never look down on Ronaldo. You cannot. They say there's this adage that a living dog is better than a dead lion. It is not in Ronaldo's case. It is not in Ronaldo's case. Even a dead Ronaldo is better than all we have right now. I don't think Santos to do what he does best, provide the assist, getting goals. If you see Ronaldo as he saw Haaland, get the ball to him. Rashford, I don't know. Maybe he's getting into his head and he needs to. I think we need to also boils down to Ten Hag's, which is what I'm actually looking forward to on Sunday. I want to see Ten Hag's approach. I'm not convinced with the preseason. I think the preseason was just trying so many things, trying to see what will work, who will fit in his team, and style of play. What I'm trying to see on Sunday is how to play. Are you going to give people definite instructions? Because that's what shooting on goal at every opportunity that he gets is going to be a bit annoying because what are you on the pitch for? Are you there to provide? Are you there to score the goals? Everybody should do the job that they are supposed to do, not looking for personal goal. Like I said, it's supposed to be a team effort. During the days of Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez, you could not pinpoint who is the actual goal scorer, even though Ronaldo scores lots of goals. But these guys also score goals and they provide assists for each other. That's why I'm saying there's no harmony up front. They need to, actually, usually I don't even want Rashford and Marshall to play together. They have issues when they play together. They want to be the one to outshine the other one do things is a world best player. It's just too much. Get people that want to do the job and do I'm very happy you got Ericsson. I'm sorry I'm deviating from your question. I'm very, very happy you got Ericsson. Because I need Bruno to sit up and be serious. I think it's becoming too relaxed because this whole team is looking up to him for solutions and it's becoming to behave in some kind of way. But bringing in Ericsson is going to make him sit up. And if he does not sit up, I want to believe Ten Hag will be able to drop him and play the person that will do the work for us. I don't need. There's no time for medical anymore. Let's just play good football.
Okay.
Put the right people in that wants to play the football.
This is why I don't like what I don't like about United fans. They can just talk about their club all day long. All day.
Please allow
Honestly,
him.
I'm tired of their ranting. Tired of their ranting.
Yeah.
Based on what you have said now, it sounds like you are supporting what Omoba already said, that United will probably be the last of the big six. So where do you see United ending once this dust settles in May?
I think we should if we miss the fourth position, it's going to be smooth. Fourth, yes.
Fourth position.
Yes.
Okay, you don't rate Spurs at all with that. So
I see what Conte is trying to do. Yeah, I see the team is trying to build up. I see what he's cooking, but all he's cooking, all these new guys, I'm not afraid of any of them. Like I'm
the
not.
Food waiting in the cook, free catch fire. If he born,
I don't. It's still going to be solely dependent on Kane and Son. Getting in likes of Richarlison and the rest, I don't see them. They've had the chance to come up on the big stage and do something spectacular consistently. I don't see them doing that consistently. Perisic is old and Premiership is tough. He will do his best, but he will struggle a little bit. So the Tottenham is going to be the same Tottenham that we've seen. I don't think anything spectacular is going to come out of it. That's my opinion. Okay. I don't see the guys getting in and not.
That's pretty amazing.
So,
if I can ask you, how do you think the season will finish? Top 6.
I think Man City will
win the league.
So Man City will still win the league. There's no with them getting in Haaland. It will take a time for Haaland to adjust. But once he gets the rhythm of the game, once he knows where they'll be putting the ball in the box 18, he will always be there and he will turn in those goals. I think Liverpool will be second because they are still a good team. Despite the absence of some players leaving, they're still a good team overall. So yes, I think Liverpool will be second. Then the third position is between Arsenal and Chelsea. Arsenal is putting something good. I think they'll still struggle at the beginning of the season because it is now time for the new job to be done. All these preseason um, performance. I don't fall for preseason. I really don't fall for preseason. So
So
I think Arsenal they accept.
you don't fall for us defeating Chelsea 4-0.
No. I don't fall. I don't.
Sorry,
It's
sorry,
only
sorry. I made a mistake. I said we beat Chelsea. No, we disgraced Chelsea 4-0 in preseason.
it's only preseason. It doesn't hold anything.
What
It's
else?
only preseason. Nobody is serious yet. Everybody is trying to get match fitness and trying to prepare for the season.
That's true.
It is
That's
now
true.
that we will see what everybody's actually made of. So I think the third position is going to be between Arsenal and Chelsea. I expect Chelsea to actually flop. There is not. I don't know. They are missing something. Their attack is nothing to write home about. I think they get lucky, and I think their weak backs help them a lot. But I think they are going to get figured out this
This
season
season.
because they are not replenishing enough. I think their defense line is going to suffer. I think their defense line is really going to suffer if they don't get in the right kind of players. Except,
Teslim,
well, if they want to get,
I have a question for you, Teslim. Sorry, I'm cutting you short. I want to pit
yes,
Chelsea fans with against the Arsenal fans. Right now, I said Arsenal, Chelsea fans against Man U fans. Right now, in your opinion, who has the worst set of attackers between Chelsea and Manchester United?
the worst or the best.
The worst and the best. Okay. No, none of you can even use best. Who is better than who? Who has the worst between? It's between two bad set of attacking triumvirate, but who has the worst? The worst of the two.
Chelsea has the worst attacking lineup. So because their attackers are Sterling will try something.
You guys,
Havertz is
at
not
least you guys still have Ronaldo. Ronaldo is like
like three players.
one equal to 3 for Chelsea.
Like
Oh my God, guys, I'm about. I can't take this.
Solis is still here. Solis has gone mute when he heard that.
like Ronaldo alone Ronaldo alone scored more than all the attackers combined last season that was in the
Yay.
first season for United.
That's true.
Okay,
True that.
okay,
True that.
that's
Yeah,
true.
Where did
So
you
it's
finish? Where did
not
you finish last season? With your Ronaldo, where did you finish last season? All right.
No, he was talking about attackers.
No, I understand.
Yeah,
With all the
I
brackets that
mean,
you have, where did you finish?
it's a valid question to ask. If you have the better set of attackers, why
You
did you
claim you have
finish
the
lower
best. So
than
where did
us?
you finish?
Yeah, I
Tell us
mean,
now.
you should get the goals in. Although we must give credit to ETH by shoring up that midfield. If you listen to our show 2 or 3 weeks ago, my argument really was Eriksen coming in would make Bruno sit up. I mean, I'm all up for Eriksen coming in. You can leave Fred and just tell Fred, forget creativity right now. Just go and be the water carrier for us if you can do it. Just be like a very rambunctious chihuahua and just snap at the heels of everybody and let Eriksen play anywhere in that CM role, either CAM or left CM or right CM, because I think he can function well. My concern really for United is it's the younger players that are already buying into ETH's approach. It looks like he's going to struggle to sell his ideas to the bigger players. So only those who have things to prove, like maybe Rashford, maybe Martial, because he doesn't want to go on loan again. Maybe Varane because he had a terrible first season. But the elder statesman in Ronaldo, maybe Ronaldo is the only elder statesman. I think right now he will struggle to quickly get a buy-in from Ronaldo. And before he knows what is happening or what will happen, the first 10 games of the season are gone. And United will be 12 points behind the leaders. And I think that's really where they'll struggle. But what do I know? I'm just an AC Milan boy. I really don't know
Anyways,
anything anyway.
Kachi, you've been asking people questions. I'm going to come to you now as a Milan fan. And you can do the same to me as an Arsenal fan anyways. I love to talk about Arsenal. I miss talking about Arsenal. You guys, I watched your preseason, one of your games last night, and it was glorious. Honestly, what Liao is doing is marvelous. Tonali, even the hold Giroud and the rest. And I'm looking at, and I watched a couple of games of Roma as well.
Juventus or Roma.
Roma, Juve. I was unfortunate to see any game of Inter Milan.
I
because
didn't watch Inter too as well.
Inter
So
I did not see any of Inter, but I'm looking at okay, looks like Milan has a very ample chance to repeat what they did and challenge for the title. I'm not saying win, but challenge very well for the title. How do you think you guys will finish this season? No great
uh,
additions, but the team
exactly.
looks very solid.
We got a couple of decent additions, especially having Divock Origi to that attacking line
Yeah,
to complement whatever Giroud is doing. We know
bringing
Zlatan,
through.
who was given a 1 year extension, is just there to be an elder statesman and let those other guys focus. Just always bring their focus back to the
To
main
what
thing.
they yeah what they
Remember
expect.
last season, I said I wasn't expecting them to win. I thought if they consolidated on their second position, it would be good. Right now, it will be an interesting season because last year no one saw Milan coming. This year the bullseye is on them. I also am interested to see how they will play from the forefront, from the front foot. They are the favorite. They are the defending champions. No immense addition. But back to your point, I think they would finish a decent second. I think Roma, um, give or take, yes, they got a Dybala or whatever. I still don't think they have the depth, the squad depth that Inter enjoys. I still believe on paper Inter is the best team. They lost that league last season. Milan did not really win it. Milan just took advantage of Inter slipping. I think Inter will start very well this season. Although if they don't do well, I'm happy to be proven wrong. I think Milan finishes second. But where I think Milan will do better than they did last year is they will play better in the Champions League. I think that last year's experience will do it bodes them well. Rafael Leao improving in his experience. Thank God Barcelona, Madrid, or whoever it was did not get him. But I expect them to finish second while challenging to take first. If Inter Milan drops point like they did last year, expect Milan to take advantage. There's something Stefano Pioli is doing with that team. The average age of the Milan team right now is 26. It wasn't that, if you remember, towards the latter part of Ancelotti's years, even when Allegri came and finally won the league in 2011 or 2012, the average age was about 31. So reducing that average age already puts Milan in a very good stead. They will challenge. I just don't know how good they will challenge being the favorites. And that's what I want to see this season as well. Did we lose a lot? We lost Debo there.
Yes.
Oh, so because he doesn't want to hear me ramble about my okay, so who do we have joining us? I've not spoken to two people here. Can you just quickly introduce yourself and what teams you rep so that I can just throw a question or two at you, both of you, please?
Okay, my name is Shola Adekunle. I'm a Man U fan. And I
Shola,
joined you right up. So,
nice to have you here, Shola.
yeah, thank you for having me. Kachira.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you heard all our conversation with Teslim, who's also a Man U fan. Do you share the same sentiments he shared? Number one, in the sense that you don't expect your team to perform very well because the attacking front is nowhere to. You can't compare to either Liverpool's or Manchester City's. Do you agree that they will struggle? Do you also agree that they will finish sixth?
No, I don't agree they will finish sixth, but I agree that they won't be challenging for the title. I think a top four is a decent finish this season. I'm going by the way last season ended. So
Mhm.
I just expect to see them in the top four, but I'm not expecting them to challenge for the title. And top six, I think Chelsea and maybe Tottenham, Arsenal. They will be the ones outside the top four. They need to fight for it. Man U, Man City, and Liverpool top three. Then other teams need to fight for it. But I think I give Arsenal the chance of making the top four actually, because I think Arteta is doing a very
But
good job.
why do we keep talking about the top four? There's a possibility that the fifth team will go to the Champions League next season anyway. So Even fifth does not
Well,
look so bad considering for this coming season. For
well,
me, I don't.
I want us to finish in top four. Not, I don't want anything aside that.
But you
Yeah,
guys are
that's
going
the
to the
best I'm
you,
hoping.
you guys are going
That's
to
the
the
best
Europa
I'm
League
hoping for.
anyways.
That's the best
Oh
I'm
wow!
hoping for. United is not ready yet, actually, because
So
if
we,
you
we
look
have
at the
some.
attack,
Back.
Welcome,
look at the
Adebayo.
attack, look at the
I'll be
attack.
going back
We
home.
have
Hello,
I'll
Rashford,
guys.
see you back. Chat me up. Chat me up. Yeah, chat me. Chat me.
Go ahead, Shola. Sorry about that.
yeah, if you look at United's attack, they have Rashford, Martial, and Sancho. And I cannot put my money on Rashford and Martial to go all. Okay, let's assume Rashford goes on injury. Who comes in? Elanga? If Martial goes on injury, okay, Ronaldo. He
You guys
wants
have
to leave.
Garnacho now. You have
We are not sure Ronaldo is going to
Zidane.
play.
You have Zidane.
They cannot play there now. They are still coming up. They are not ready yet. They are all not ready yet. So actually, the attack is, I don't think, is good enough. And I don't see Ronaldo staying because he says he
Why?
wants to
Why
leave.
really?
He says he wants to leave. And I could hear the coach
Hmm.
saying that Ronaldo has to be fit first before he can get back to the team. And
Yeah.
nobody's bigger than the team. Ronaldo left midway the last match that we played, the one he was substituted at.
Against Real Vallecano.
Yeah, he said it's not acceptable. So they are already having, I think they are already having
Fiction.
some issues, like little issues. So I don't think Ronaldo will stay. Actually, for me, I don't think Ronaldo will stay. He
All
wants to
right.
leave. He wants to protect
Okay.
his record.
So out of all your youngsters now, would you think we could like look forward to that this could be the new kid in the block on the block? Last season we had the Langa. Could
I
it be
think I think
Zidane this season? Could it be Diallo this season? Could it be Ganacho this season?
I think I was more impressed with that Zidane Iqbal, actually. The way the
Hmm.
guy holds the ball and his movements, I think I like him. I like him. Canacho too is doing good actually, but I'm choosing Zidane Iqbal over him.
Iqbal
Though
by him. All
Canacho
right.
might have more playing time, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
But
probably. So like
yeah,
I've asked everybody this same question: Alan
okay.
or Danny Nunes? Darwin Nunes, who will settle faster and who will get most goals?
Haaland will get will settle faster than
Settle faster
Nunes,
than
I think.
why? Why is
Yes.
everybody choosing? Why is everybody
Haaland
choosing
is a
Alan?
warrior now. Haaland is a warrior. He wants to win. He wants to fight. You will see him. He's always very determined. Like he could.
You guys are confusing me. I already chose Nunes for my striker on
No,
FPL.
no,
Maybe I
no.
should go change
Nunes
it to
is
Alan.
just a one. I believe Nunes is just a one season wonder. I don't see him in the same mold as Haaland.
Okay.
I don't know. He can prove me wrong this season, but I think he just had a good season and they sold him for 80 million. And they just
For a
that,
ridiculous
that
price.
money is
Yeah.
too big for him. It's just a one season wonder. Like I
So
don't know.
so going into this season proper, who would you say would be your like the biggest, almost fair opponent? The opponent that you wouldn't want to play in the season.
Man, Man City all day. Man City all day.
Man
Anytime,
City all
any
day.
day. Man City anytime, any day.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much, Shola.
All
Um,
right, welcome.
Adebayo, I hope you are not a United fan.
No, I am an Arsenal fan.
Oh, perfect. Thank God. Finally, finally, we have someone of like mind.
Correct, correct.
Welcome to the show,
Thank you,
Badebayo.
guys. Thank you for
I would have
having me.
preferred, I would have preferred Kachi to grill you, but looks like Kachi is busy with work right now. So I'll grill you myself.
Okay.
What do you think of Mikel Arteta and his man management? That would be my first question. I don't like
Um,
him.
you don't like him?
I don't like him.
Okay, I think okay, I'll try to mince my word not to be too
Harsh.
blunt or too direct about him. I think I like his man management style
Hmm.
because if it goes well, it's the manager. If it fails,
100%.
it falls on the manager too.
Yeah.
Um, it's better you do away with what you don't want, whatever you perceive is going to give you problems. Do away with it rather than having to manage and manage. It feels like a, how do I put it? A relationship that's never going to work. You have a, sorry, I'm going to use this analogy. You have this girlfriend, you're trying, though she's so beautiful, and you're trying to make it work with her, and she keeps giving you attitude over and over, and you've had to deal with it first time, second time, third time. I mean,
Yeah.
it's making a mess of your team, it's making a mess of everything you stand for. It's probably going to create a mislead the younger players in your
The younger
team. So it's
players.
better
Yeah.
to pull that player off. Well, many of us might not like the fact that almighty Aubameyang is just going to be pulled off. I mean, if Thierry Henry was misbehaving under a certain Arsene Wenger, I'm sure
Arsenal.
Arsene
Yeah.
Wenger would pull him off. He pulled Adebayo off the team, no matter how he got to see. Maybe Arsene Wenger wouldn't talk. Maybe he would just stylishly not say anything to the media. You won't be able to read stuff. But remember, that time is gone. Now we're in an era where everybody digs down to know what's really going on. You can't hide
Going on.
anything anymore. There are cameras everywhere. So I think he's done what he feels is best for him. The team is much more united now. Everyone knows nobody is indispensable. So I
Oh,
think
perfect. Yeah, and my next question would be Gabriel Jesus. Jesus coming from Brazil, raw, just like Gabriel Barbosa, and everybody knew this guy is talented. But
yeah.
unfortunately, he went to a Man City team that had Aguero and had an eccentric coach that does not even care about playing a striker. Right? He's comfortable playing Phil Foden as a first nine all season long. He does not really care. How well do you think Jesus will perform? He's not settling in the league again. He's a canister in the league already. So it's not like he's trying to settle down. And from what we've seen, at least from the preseason, he has settled in the Arsenal team, in that Arsenal team itself. So how well do you think he's going to perform this season?
Okay, my answer, like I said again, I wouldn't be too. I always try to caution myself because I'm an Arsenal fan for crying out loud for well over 20 years. I've seen it all. I don't want to get ahead of myself, get too excited. I've seen his potency. He reminds me of a certain Eduardo. We had Eduardo
Hmm.
that was literally
Casillas.
very hungry and very, very direct to score goals, regardless of how tall or big you are. He will sneak you up and score that goals. So I see the same pattern with Gabriel, and he's gonna score goals. I won't be too excited. I won't expect much from him. If he's going to do well, a buck will rely on how the manager sets up the team to support him. What sort
Hmm.
of confidence are we giving him? What's the vibe around that place? So all these things set around how a striker performs. That helped Aubameyang settle faster in the team. The kind of vibes, the way they set up the team around him to give him the balls, and he was scoring goals. So whatever changed later for him, well, only God knows. But for Gabriel, what I've seen so far in preseason is really interesting. It's tempting. It makes you want to lay claims, and you want to call yourself to order. Hold on, don't get too
Because
don't get too,
honestly, everybody that I've seen, almost everybody, they tell me at least Jesus is going to score 20 goals.
I don't want
At
to say that.
least.
I don't want to say
At
that.
least. Everybody keeps saying it. Not just in the Premier League, overall, that is going to score at least 20 goals.
Okay,
And
maybe.
Zeus is an improvement on Lacazette. Anyways,
And
I'm gonna ask you another question. Who will be the key player for Arsenal this season? The key
that's
player.
hard. I think it's gonna be from the middle. The guys holding the midfield in the nature of Partey, right? If we have it right with Partey, if he keeps himself fit, Arsenal will
But
be
that's not possible.
unplayable.
That's not possible. Why do you
So
keep saying keep someone fit? It's not possible.
then, if
So
he's not fit,
what happens
if
if he's not? What happens when he's injured? Partey is, I don't know.
yeah, so I'm not satisfied with our transfers at the moment. I'm not moved. Okay, let me use the word moved. we need that person that will, like, we don't have Partey today, will move in. I mean, will be in that Partey position and play it even better than Partey. Like, and then he did for us towards the end of the season. But unfortunately, he has his limit. He has his ceiling, which he can't break. So we need that Partey substitute that would really give Partey, I mean, that competition required. That will keep us in the team. You
And
understand? So
who would you have loved Arsenal to have brought in to compete with Partey?
I will have been very, very happy over the moon, even if we don't sign anybody. If we had that Bissouma in I
Arsenal
would.
fans, why you guys are ridiculous? Spurs
I'm,
got him.
come
Why do you
on.
have to talk about someone that Spurs got? I thought you
Yes,
said
I
that
understand.
straight.
Fine. It's. I mean, it's shitty sports. Let me. Sorry, pardon my language. It's, come on. Everyone knows what sports is made of. But I
I'm
mean,
not
I
going to
would have
pardon. I'm
loved.
not going to pardon you. I love you for saying that. You can say it again.
Come on. I mean, Spurs shouldn't have player. I mean, any player of quality. They don't deserve it. I mean, they ruin people's career. Hurricane is scoring goes into the drains. Feels like you're pouring water into a basket. Son is giving us exceptional performance season in, season out to no avail. I mean, he won Golden Boot and they went on a bus tour for that. What do you think? So
And which should we look at the player to watch out for in Arsenal this season? Is it going to be Matt Odegaard, Fabio Vieira, Bukayo Saka, or Gabriel Martinelli, or whoever, or
Saliba,
Gabriel
please.
Jesus?
Saliba.
Saliba? Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's nice. That's wild. I never thought anybody would mention Saliba. So
uh, uh,
what's so exciting about Saliba?
so,
Why
well,
the fuss about Saliba?
the hype around him before joining Arsenal. Then when he joined Arsenal, he had issues and he went back to France and week in, week out, the mock Arsenal, oh, he's so good this week, oh, player of the week, and all, the hype around him. Oh, he marked out
Uh-huh.
Mbappe, marked out Messi, and they keep telling us we don't know what we have. It's interesting to see what he has. Well, I saw a bit of it during the preseason, and there was a moment I've forgotten who we played. There was a game we played, and he got trapped in between three players. The way he maneuvered around them, okay, this guy has confidence.
Hmm.
And what does Van Dijk have that made him look like he's special? It's confidence. He's not the fastest. He's not the best defender. He's not the best defender as far as I'm concerned in the Premier League. But he has that massive confidence, and it works for them. The moment you build your confidence, you'll be very good at anything you're doing. So I think I'm looking up to. I'm not surprised. I mean, Odegaard, I've seen what he can do. I know his limitations. Saka, yes, I'm only praying Saka doesn't drop from the hype. I mean, from what he can give. Let him be more, I mean, consistent and try to improve. But Saliba, I really want to see, and I'm praying and hoping he turns up. You know,
All right. This is a question I've asked everybody. Where do you think Arsenal is going to finish this season? Someone told me, okay, not someone. Olawale actually said Arsenal could actually win the league. I'm like, what? Whatever you're smoking, I want a piece of it. But it was serious as a matter of fact. Where do you think Arsenal is going to finish this season? Top six,
no,
fifth
top four
position,
definitely.
fourth,
Top four.
top four.
Yeah.
Everybody that has come on this show, whether United, Chelsea, we've not had any City fan or any Liverpool fan, but everybody seems to be confident that team is going to finish top four. So who's going out if Arsenal finishes in top four?
United didn't make it last year. They're not going to make it. I think
It's going to be Spurs.
it's going to be Spurs actually.
And I love that. I support you 100%. As long as it's Spurs.
Because I mean, look at Chelsea. Chelsea next season will not score many goals, but you won't score them, right? So
Yeah.
and if they don't concede many goals, they can actually just nick one goal and they're through.
Yeah,
They
100%.
they've acquired very well for the defense, and they have Raheem Sterling who is very fast. So you expect them to do much of defensive work and break on the counter. Kai Havertz and the likes can run. Mount can run. So they're going to most likely score most of their goals through counter. Spurs the same way. But being an Arsenal fan and looking at Spurs, like, okay, it's Spurs. I mean, Man City, Liverpool, standard. Chelsea, Yes, I'll give it to them. You don't want to contest. So who can we easily displace? It's Spurs. You
Hmm.
understand? So that's why I choose Spurs. I don't want to bet against Chelsea. I rather just leave them and let them be.
You don't want to bet against Chelsea, and thankfully enough for you, they don't bet against us because we just a Chelsea fan just came in right now, and I'm
Oh
pretty sure if you had bet against Chelsea, we'd be so upset.
no,
Anyways,
no.
one more question for you: who will be the most fair opponent for Arsenal this season? Like
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Yeah, that's true. I'm not sure Arteta has actually defeated Liverpool within 90 minutes
No.
since he came on board.
Well, he did. He did within 90 minutes to win his only trophy at the moment.
Against
Um,
Liverpool?
yes, yes. I think we did. We beat Liverpool on our way to winning the FA Cup. Was it semi-final? I'm sure we beat Liverpool in one game. I think once or twice.
I can't remember. My
Yeah,
my
I can.
my,
Yeah,
my encyclopedia is not here. Lawale is not here.
let
But
me see if I can pull it out.
I think you guys defeated Man City and Chelsea in the final.
Yeah, there was one
Who
game we
I'm not
defeated
so sure.
Liverpool. Was it Community Shield?
Community Shield, but that was not over 90 minutes. You guys played a draw
Oh,
and
that's
won
true. Yes,
you won
thank
on
you,
penalties.
thank you.
Or won on
Well,
penalties.
he seemed to have a mental block
Hedge.
playing Liverpool. No, mental block actually.
Okay.
So, and have you seen the snippet of the All or Nothing?
Yeah, I saw the snippet where they had to
Where
play.
I
Yeah, he
mean,
played the
it's a
blasting the
sign
body
that
for them. Yeah.
it feels like the Arsenal Man United mental block of the past, where whenever we see United, we start panicking and we lose every focus we
Every
have.
conference. Yeah.
Yeah,
True
so I
that.
think
True that. True
so.
that. So my last question for you would be highest goal scorer for this season. Who's going to get the highest assist for this season? Not in your team, across board in the whole of EPL.
This is hard. Um, assist. I still give it to Hurricane.
Hmm.
For some reason, I just don't know. I'll give it to Hurricane and
Highest goal scorer.
highest goal scorer, potentially Hurricane or uh, Gabriel.
Gabriel Jesus. Oh
Yeah.
wow. Wow. Someone just said they own us now. That's why they always defeat you guys. It's a United fan, anyways. Lord Sheye, I don't know if you are here with us. Please, if you are on your camera, I have a couple of questions for you
Can
before
I
we
say
go on
something?
with
Can I
the
say something
yeah,
before
sure.
I can I say
Sure,
something before I
sure,
drop my camera? So
sure.
we had I heard the question you asked the last person about Aland or Darwin. I think guys are
Yeah,
sleeping on Darwin. I think guys are sleeping on him. And there's one factor which is going to be an advantage for him over Aland. Yes, we've known Aland. Aland is classic, he's strong, he's big, he's intimidating, he looks like a machine, he looks like a robot. Darwin is in a Liverpool team where, so long you are interested in playing football and you are fit, you will fit into that game, into that team, and you will perform at your required position. He's a striker, he will score goals. They don't have money anymore. They need to juggle between him or Jota, and I
yeah.
think he will score goals and he might probably settle in better than Alan. Man City, Pep Guardiola has never built his game around any striker. He has never. I've watched him over and over and over. Strikers will score fine, but you need to be very, very mobile and be dynamic, play different roles in the team for you to survive.
Hmm.
So that's the hard work for
I
Alan.
don't know. Kachi, I know you are busy, but can you hear what you said? I think all Arsenal fans think I like. That's the same thing I've been saying on my show for the past how many months. So,
So
Sorry,
Kachi,
can you repeat that?
okay, can you repeat what Kachi? Just repeat what you said for Kachi. Adebayo.
okay, I said we should not sleep on Darwin. Darwin will settle in faster than Ireland. Liverpool is set up such that players, provided you are fit and you're ready to play football and you're really interested in Liverpool, you settle in faster, whatever role you're playing.
That's exactly what I said.
No,
Yeah.
no, no, no. The caveat, the part that you now said, what Alan, the problems Alan
Now,
could have.
Pep Guardiola has never designed his team around a striker. So he only has, I don't know, I really don't understand why he went for Ireland. he could
Yeah,
do
this
without a
this this
striker
is
and
this
beat
is fine.
anybody if he wants to.
Yeah.
So if for Alan to settle in that team, Alan must be able to play multiple roles. Whatever they push you to, you play, and you must give in your 100%.
So
So
that's just it. I just wanted you to listen, so you know that sometimes Arsenal fans they think I like. Thank you very much for thank you very much, Adebayo.
thank you,
Really
man.
interesting to have you on the show. Thank you,
Thank you for
everyone.
having me.
Lord Sheye, for some reason, I don't know why you're hiding away from the camera. If you are shy, let me know. Hit me up. Otherwise, this could be the end of the show potentially. Wonderful analysis from you guys. Fan zone. New Sisters Sports. If you're not following us, click subscribe, watch our shows, watch our beautiful faces as we bring you new content every week, whether it's in the world of basketball, football, tennis, even sometimes we discuss rugby. Thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful day and enjoy a wonderful season ahead. Bye.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye.